Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Coley is using ChatGPT again to prove the Quran has errors. Let's see his video. Just to let you know, I made the video about him, but TikTok took it down, so I had to post it on YouTube. If you didn't watch it, watch the first one. He also brought 5 shubuhat and he couldn't even present arguments about it.
There's no mistakes in the Quran. Show me one. Show me one. So it's the perfect book.
All right, so we're doing this again. But don't worry, he doubles down.
There's no doubt in it. Perfect. You got one in your hand? Show me. I'm willing to put my life, akhirah, everything on it.
There are many mistakes in the Quran. I recently did a video showing 5 mistakes, and so in this video I'll show 5 more.
No issue for us. We'll bake you again on it. Please watch my first video and respond to it, and then respond to the second video, which is this one.
This one comes in Surah 9 verse 30. You can read the whole thing, but the very first phrase is this. The Jews say Ezra is the son of Allah. Now, if you know anything about Jews, you immediately know the mistake here. Jews have never thought that Ezra is the son of Allah, and there was no evidence to support this.
SubhanAllah, recycled shubuhat. Long time ago I made a video about it. Go ahead and watch it. The reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that the Jews said that Ezra is the son of Allah, because they're a group of Jews. They came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and they used to actually worship Ezra, and they told the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, كيف نتبعك وقد تركت قبلتنا وأنت لا تزعم أن عزيرا ابن الله فأنزل الله عز وجل وقالت اليهود عزير ابن الله. Simply a group of Jews, they came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam and they told him, how would you want us to follow you when you did not say that Uzair is the son of Allah? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this verse. There's more details about it in this video. This is when I posted it, so it's a very long time ago. Do a better job, my guy. And in this specific video I proved that the Quran actually corrects the Bible regarding the incident of Ezra alayhi salam. So please go ahead and also watch this one.
Our second mistake is in the Quran's version of Joseph's story. It says in Surah 20 that his brother sold him for a few silver coins. You might think, well, what's the problem with that? The problem is that coins wouldn't be invented until over 1,000 years after Joseph's life. Author of the Quran didn't realize this, made a mistake.
Please stop using arguments from ChatGPT. In Arabic, dirham is usually referred to silver, and dinar is usually referred to gold. So when they have coins of silver, they call it in Arabic dirham. And what kind of arguments are these, man? I can tell you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Muslims in their own currency, right? Dirham is talking about the currency of Quraysh. It's not talking about the currency of Joseph. So deal with these two arguments.
Third is how the Quran discusses embryology in Surah 23 verse 14. You can read it here. The Quran paints a picture of a human developing in the womb as sequential, that there's this flesh lump happening and then it turns into bones and then the bones are clothed with flesh. That's just incorrect. Bone and muscle tissue actually form concurrently with cartilage forming that eventually hardens into bones. The author of the Quran obviously didn't know this, which is why they made a mistake.
The argument that will solve this issue is من علقة ثم من مضغة مخلقة وغير مخلقة, from a lump of flesh formed and unformed, and that will solve the objection. So the author of the Quran was aware that they develop together or in an overlapping stages, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.
Number 4 is kind of a funny one. There's this weird story in Surah 18 about Alexander the Great. He's known as dual carnate or the two-horned one. You can see my previous video about that. But within that story, they paint Alexander the Great as a monotheist. What's the problem? Alexander the Great was a Greek pagan. He believed in all sorts of Greek gods.
This is a clear straw man. We don't believe Alexander the Great is Dhul Qarnayn. Dhul Qarnayn's identity is unknown to us. We don't know if Dhul Qarnayn is Alexander the Great or someone else. We believe Alexander the Great was a believer, and we believe Alexander the Great, he ruled the entire earth. In the Quran, as you said, we know him as a believer, and the guy that you're bringing, Alexander the Great, is a kafir. Therefore, it's disqualified. You cannot force an error into the Quran. And you say that he's a pagan. Okay, I can grant you the argument that Dhul Qarnayn is actually Alexander the Great, but I'm not going to grant you the argument that he was a pagan. In the Bible, you have Aaron making the calf. In the Quran, Aaron alayhi salam did not make the calf, so he's not a mushrik. You have Solomon committing kufr in his heart, going towards other gods. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala purified Solomon, so we reject that. So I can tell you that the Quran corrects the Bible and the Quran corrects history. Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, indeed this Quran relates to the children of Israel, most of that over which they disagree. So stop using ChatGPT and forcing arguments.
And the last one, of course, one of the most significant, is that the Quran claims that Jesus was never crucified. This, of course, is just historically inaccurate. You can see that there's a problem with this. So like on the Quran's website, there's a little explore answer to try to explain it away because it's a clear mistake. Okay.
Coley, man, what about this? I made 3 videos about the crucifixion of Christ. I only quoted the Psalms. I'm proving from the Psalms that Jesus was never crucified. I can grant you the entire book of Psalms, right? Please prove to me that Jesus was crucified. And again, don't worry about the spelling because my friend made a mistake when he was making the thumbnail. Anyways, so I grant you these 3 videos, right? Watch them, study them, and then I will formally debate you on these videos. If you can prove it from the Psalms that Jesus was crucified, khalas. Because Jesus referred us to the Psalms. He said to go study the book of the prophets and also the Psalms. So we studied the Psalms, right? From Psalm 2, 7, you have 20, 21, 34, 41, 91. Other Psalms, 22, 69, and multiple Psalms. So because I was quoting your church fathers, your Gospels, and only the Psalms. I'm not bringing any Quranic perspective. Nothing, right? Nothing. Purely on the Psalms. My videos don't usually get much views, but I'm gonna tell you something. One day the Psalms is gonna become a dilemma. And And just to let you know, we don't deny that someone was crucified. We just say that it wasn't Jesus. You know what? Wait for it tomorrow, inshallah. I'm gonna drop 5 mistakes in the Bible that no one can solve. Yalla, go ahead. Coley, you have this video to take care of it, watch it, refute it, and then inshallah let me know. And this video also, please watch it and refute it, and try to stop using ChatGPT. Wallahi, it's embarrassing. That's what we got. Wassalamu ala man ittaba al-huda.